Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Natasha.
And this is
What
we're reading. And this week we're reading Stone Harbors, Biopunks, and
Legend of
Althea. Royce Adkins penned these, or wrote these rather. Did I say that? Yeah, penned. That's right. Wrote these, and they are, what's our favorite word? Phenomenal. So Biopunks.
We'll start there.
Yeah, we'll start there. So Biopunks, we have some. Oh, you want to read the thing on the side?
Biopunks is a sci-fi fantasy story based in an altered LA, Los Angeles, just in case. Yeah. 3 neurologically enhanced subjects who accidentally receive special powers from a procedure meant to cure them must join forces to defeat a relentlessly evil force seeking to harness the source of their abilities, the spinal cord. Mm-hmm. In which you could see, like, that.
Yeah, the design for that, it's pretty cool. It's giving me that Dead Space vibes with that. Like, don't get that ripped out, it's over.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah.
It seems like it's infused, but then, the designs are cool, and they call them the
restored patients. Yeah. What I'm liking about both of these stories, and we'll elaborate more on Legend of Althea, but these are just like regular people. They're not like, I was born for a special purpose. They're the chosen one. There's this prophecy. Like, there's nothing. It's like, I'm a regular person that just needs, like, this one guy in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? Like, it's just regular people.
I feel like something happened to him. I don't feel like he's always been in a wheelchair. I mean, I don't.
I feel like he was in it and then got the I think they brought it up. Like, he was in it. They got the surgery, and it still didn't really fix him or anything like that, but they still treat him like everything. Yeah. But, like, everybody's story is different and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I really like it, and I want to see what the guys that are chasing them, more about the people that are chasing them and hunting them down for their spinal cords. Because it seemed like they weren't trying to chase them necessarily just for the powers, but it also felt like they needed it to survive as well.
Or maybe he's sick. I don't know.
Right. Like, I feel like that they also needed it, not just for the powers, stuff like that. But I'm sure that'll be revealed, and we'll get more in-depth stuff about, oh, man, that made me sad, in Volume 2. But this Biopunks issue...
And that was 4 pages into issue 1, which means he's already given you a connection to some of these characters.
Right. So it is one fluid universe within...
a couple pages.
Yeah, they're gonna... Obviously, it's one fluid universe, the same story, Lloyd. But... Yes.
Right, it's just a volume. It's volume 1, it's issues 1 through 5?
Yeah, that's in there. Yeah, so
and we focus on these 3 characters. It's kind of
they're not helpless either. I do like that. They're regular people, but they are not helpless. I'm sorry.
One's the boxer.
Mm-hmm. And then
the girl, she's trained in something.
Yeah,
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. The guy in the wheelchair, though, I don't think he's pretty smart, though.
Whatever powers he ended up getting enhanced his mental prowess, and I feel like that alone is powerful.
He reminds me, and this might be an obscure anime for some of y'all, the character from A Wind Named Amnesia. Mm-hmm. The kid in the wheelchair. I mean, he was super smart. I mean, he had... they did experiments on him. He was an enhanced human, if you would. Mm. But he's giving me that guy vibe. He's giving me that kid's vibes there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you guys know of anime / movie called A Wind Named Amnesia, good for you. Take your back medicine.
So anyway, I feel like it's
time for Legend of
Althea. The best comparison I can think of with this would be like Detroit, as far as how patients are treated like they're less than human.
Right, and it's not even like it's their fault. Like, it was an experiment. They weren't born with a defect.
Yeah,
Somebody...
but now think Deus Ex. Now, some of those people did agree to have those enhancements. Most of those people agreed to have those enhancements placed upon them. But it was out there and readily available. And still, a lot of people with the cybernetic enhancements in Deus Ex are treated differently.
Right.
Not for anything other than
I think I forgot about it because
enhancements.
I didn't play it as heavy as you, so I wasn't even thinking about that. That is a good comparison. All right, so moving on to the next book by Royce Adkins in Stone Harbor Comics.
Legend of Althea. This is my personal favorite.
Take it away.
And let's see. Oh yeah, okay. A sci-fi coming-of-age story about a teenage girl named Althea who receives the ability to heal following an artificial heart transplant. Althea must learn to harness her powers to save those closest to her. But when a notorious street gang called the Wolf Pack learns of her abilities, they seek to use Althea for their own selfish agenda. Because, of course they do.
Of course, right.
Horrible, horrible people. But anyway, like, so I remember two things when I first heard about Althea that made me immediately interested in it. One, the healing ability aspect. The main character being the healer. We don't get that a lot.
No.
The healer is either
usually
the heart of the group,
right.
the support character, a background character you go to when you need them, and then you leave. They're not part of the main story. Like, she is the focal character. And then the other part was that her name is Althea, and that's also my aunt's name. So,
right.
I really liked that. I also like her design. Her hair is phenomenal. It's the glare.
Glare. There we go.
Design. And she's just, I mean, she's your everyday teenage girl. Single father. Her
mom passed
away.
Yep.
But they're getting through it. There are small things in this that I'm like, you know, I was once a teenage girl, and there are things where it's just like, you know, I wouldn't have, and I don't know a lot of people that would have said that or done that specifically, but it's so small and the story's so good that it kind of really doesn't even matter. So
they do a good job, and I think at both of these they do a good job of I think we said this earlier, making you care about. Oh no, we were talking about Last of Us, but still very valid here.
Well, we were talking about just a second.
Yeah, they do a good job of making you care about each of the characters in here.
But Last of Us also did that.
But yeah, Last of Us also did that. Yeah, they do a good job of making you care about these people.
And I loved it. I love the fashion in these.
Yeah, the fashion's pretty good. It doesn't feel
dope.
It doesn't feel generic in any way. Honestly,
I grew up in dress.
But yeah, like they make you care about not only the main character but the side characters and stuff like that. They do a good job of introducing the antagonists of the series, and that whole organization and stuff like that. So you definitely have questions, especially when there was disposing of that one person. You're just like, okay, what's about to happen moving forward?
In the next
and I don't know if this is the case, but how it's written, it feels like potentially these two stories could be connected in one whole universe, in my opinion.
It's possible.
Like they have their restored patients, and in all technicality, with her getting a heart surgery,
her powers with the heart surgery,
right? Like that could be the first
trying
inception
to keep
of that.
secret,
right? Don't tell anybody about it. I mean, whatever. Based on some of the dialogue and stuff, I feel like they could be connected with Legend of Althea technically coming first, and her being among the first ones to have it, or something of that nature. But who knows? We'll find out in the later volumes if it's connected. But yeah, so very awesome books, very phenomenal. Again, the artwork looks great, the style, everything looks good.
The books feel nice.
This style feels really unique. I don't for Legend of Althea.
It's very unique.
Yeah,
for Althea specifically too. And I think it fits the vibe of the whole book.
Her friend looked like
art style,
Jolene.
and then she did kind of look like Jolene in that picture.
Yeah.
But like, I think with the fashion of the book, with the art style, really makes it all just mesh together really well.
Yeah.
I think that's like every time you flip a page and see somebody, you're like, that outfit is cool. That outfit is cool.
They got that bleach style drip in here.
Like, everybody has got the drip. Like one exception maybe, and I think they called them out on that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, awesome book. Nothing. I can't even think of anything that's just like, except for like what you said, was just like some high school dialogue. You're just like, but whatever. But outside of that, very, very, very good book. Yes. Very good books as a whole. Storm Harbor Comics, definitely be on the lookout for them. Check them out.
I'm hoping that the next few volumes will be dropping sometime in the near future.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hear something about it like this year.
Yeah, possibly.
Because these came out
last year. Yeah.
So, if not this year, probably next year. Because each the volumes has
five issues in it.
So
yeah, it'll probably take a second.
If he's going to continue doing volumes, it's going to take a second to get those next 5 out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. I'm ready to see what's coming next.
Yeah.
But of course, as always, all the information on where you can get these books will be linked down in the description of this video. And of course, all of our information will also be linked down in the description of this video. You can visit midnightcomics.org to get all your Midnight Comics needs. All right, we have our Tales from Midnight issue 1 and all 3 books for our series, The Unbeloved, which is our manga series. Tales from Midnight issue 2 will not be up yet, as we just finished the Kickstarter and won't be releasing that on the website just yet.
Nope. But just want to let you guys know ahead of time is that Soul will be the next one heading to Kickstarter soon, as we do plan on releasing that in the spring. So be on the lookout for actual solidified date as to when a potential Kickstarter will start. So.
As well as that, what we always fail to mention and are starting to pick back up on is our Patreon. You can become a patron for Midnight Comics. Again, down in the description, there's a link. Click on that. Go to Patreon. Become a patron today. You get first looks at inks, pages, colors, and some pages that will not be released to the public until they read the actual book. We have a few of those up already. As well as projects we're working on that we're not even talking about. If you're a patron, you get to see those first exclusively. You see clips, behind the scenes stuff. Just you get to know about things that we're doing that we haven't told people yet. Right.
So yeah. So definitely check all that out, and don't forget to sign up on the mailing list again, midnightcomics.org, so that you can get your free issue. We're still doing the gray currently. Sign up for the mailing list, and you'll get the issue 0 of the gray for free.
As well as the next issue, the next chapter of The Unbeloved is still being worked on and finished up, so that can release later this year.
Yep. So yeah, that's it.
That's everything. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of What We're Reading, and we hope to see you next week.
And remember, midnight is coming.
Summer night, it's summer night. She left me so late, should've spent the night. No need to hit follies, I'm working her body out since she in love with the fitness type.